question this. What do you think is one of the things that creates demand for NFTs? Well, to me, right, there's three things that creates demand for NFTs. First is the culture. Wait, no, wait. First is the art. The art of that collection, who made that art, and what that person stands for in that art. And second, the culture. What I mean with the culture is the culture of that community in the NFT. Is it just like Board Ape Yacht Club that you guys uh, buy access to go partying on a yacht, or is it like World of Women who empowers women in the NFT and blockchain culture? And third, it really goes down to the uh, the hype of it all, not but a sustainable hype, right? You don't want to go into an NFT and like what Leon said, you don't want to go and buy NFT from someone who doesn't even believe in themselves or who doesn't even show themselves and who they are and what they stand for. Because the NFT culture really, the NFT space, they really still operate in a very emotional state of mind and also a very economic state of mind because we have like this two options of you want to make money fast or do you want to change the world with us, you know? And uh, that to me is what creates the demand for NFTs for popular NFTs right now.
Yeah.
So
Let's see. Yeah, so it's a very smart question, right? Um, okay, Derek says it's FOMO, right? I think it's yeah, FOMO is really true, right? I mean, typical. It's a supply and demand question, right? Supply and demand question.
right,
So if there's too much of a supply and then too much of a supply of anything good is becomes something that's bad, it becomes bad, right? Yeah, so
hmm,
it's a demand and supply thing, right? At the end of the day. Then another thing is do people really see true value in it, right? It's a perception thing, right? So some people see true value in like collecting wines. Some people collect Rolex watches, right? Some people like to collect boats, yachts, maybe Ferraris, this and that. Yeah, so that creates a demand, you see. Like it's pulled by perception in that case, right? And I think another factor is we have to, I mean, on behalf of the community again, right, is like you want to always be where there is some form of real utility, right? You don't want to be on just like some NFT that is, just based on the graphics, for example, right? Like
right,
you just buy a nice piece of picture and then that's it, right? That nice piece of picture doesn't mean it's bad or anything. You just have to have some real, you have to have some intrinsic value, right? Like Mona Lisa is great, one of a kind. See, supply and demand theory, right? So awesome, right? Like you want to own a Mona Lisa, you want to own the real Mona Lisa because there's just one, right? So
yeah,
that,
it's just
and by owning that, it gives you the feeling of, like you're on top of the world. Just like how people, that's the reason why people want to buy Rolex watches, cars, islands, and all that stuff, right? Yeah, so that creates demand for it, and the higher the demand, or rather lesser the supply, the higher the demand, the higher the price. Yeah, so if you figure out how to, if you master this formula, right, you probably understand, or you would probably know what NFTs to buy after a while, right? And you probably know which one can go down the drain really fast also. You follow that formula. Yeah, or
yeah,
if you open the NFT map and you see like 10,000 NFTs they're going to mint tomorrow, they use some AI software, they just print it out, no utility, nothing, right? Because now you can just create graphics using AI. The software is like less than $1,000, and you can buy a software that creates NFT graphics.
yeah.
Yeah,
You can right now you can make a 10,000 collection generative art collection with your Chrome browser.
yeah. I mean, like, what's the point? You see, like, screw this whole wave of like buying like nice graphics. Yeah. So if you're basically creating NFTs, I'll put this out there today. If you're creating NFTs thinking that you can be rich just by creating graphics, right? You are way behind the curve, man, my friend. You're just like obsolete already. It's just obsolete.
Yeah,
Yeah, if you don't put in
it's
the effort to think of utility, right, you can just go back to sleep, man. It doesn't work anymore.
yeah,
People aren't dumb anymore. Or rather, people that join an NFT culture group are educated enough now, hopefully, right? They've learned something that they won't buy your stuff. They won't buy your shit, man. Yeah, I think that's
yep.
the whole point here. Yeah.